In this episode of Expedition Almost Zimbabwe, we are joined by professional guide Sean Hind. Graham finds a washaway.
We've come across a little bit of a washaway.
Joe gets competitive.
It's on.
Caleb feels hopeless.
We're just trying to find where the road is going.
Sean reads a WhatsApp message.
1 or 2 o'clock on the top of the rock face.
And I watch it all unfold.
Anyone who's driven to Kariba knows you cannot drive to Kariba without making a stop first in Lion's Den for the best ever lunch stop at Saucy Sue's.
Joe, what did you get?
A really delicious steak roll from Saucy Sue's. Best.
After lunch, we turned off the main Kariba road and onto the Magunji road, which is a lesser taken road. And Graham could no longer resist the temptation to check tire pressure.
What we're doing now is letting our tire pressure down from main road pressures down to a more favorable pressure for our bodies and the vehicle.
What do you think?
I think you've had too many Saucy Sue's hamburgers and we need to let the pressure down, but with pressures affixed at perfect, it was engines on again.
Oh yeah, look at his horns. My goodness. How's your drive going, Joe?
Now it's getting beautiful. Now we've gone off the main road. It's really quiet and yeah, it's good.
The Magunji road was a long drive, but the sunset that we got over the Kariba escarpment was really worth it.
How did you sleep, Joe?
I literally closed my eyes and 7 hours later, I opened them so well. Not a single thought. I didn't toss once. We've woken up this morning in, where?
Gachi.
Yeah, Tarara Safari area, and it's beautiful. And there were doves and hippos and fish eagles, and yeah, it's a great start to the day.
What are we doing today?
This morning, so we're packing up now. We are hunting for a roast chicken, which has disappeared. A whole roast frozen chicken. Apparently they can disappear, but we're finding that. And we're crossing the ferry. So we're crossing Lake Kariba on the ferry and we're landing in Matusadona, which is, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've never been, so it's going to be good. And I've also never been on the ferry. 2 firsts. From the Tarara Safari area, we drove to the Chawara harbour, confusing, I know they sound the same, to fill up with fuel and catch the ferry to Matusadona. Adam here is kindly filling us up with petrol, diesel, and we're about to get onto the ferry to go into Matusadona.
What do you think, Adam?
I'm feeling diesel
Yeah.
for you guys.
Sit. Walk, sit. Right. Walk, sit. Right.
What do you think, Joe?
Oh my God, I'm so just glad I'm not driving.
Crossing Lake Kariba from Chawara Harbour to Matusadona National Park takes roughly about 3 hours, but it is such an awesome way to experience Lake Kariba. I highly recommend it.
After a really cool ferry ride across Kariba, we finally got a glimpse of Matusadona National Park. We're in Matusadona, setting up for our first camp night here under a beautiful tamarind tree at the Gonarezhou River. We're going to be here for 2 nights. It's a beautiful spot, and yeah, I just feel super privileged to have access to this area. So thanks so much, Matusadona. Matusadona National Park gained its status as a national park in 1975. The 1,400 square kilometers of pristine bush is really, it's just incredible.
Matusadona National Park is a scenically beautiful park. You've got the rugged mountains that are the backdrop of the Matusadona National Park. You come down to the floodplain, you're always going to see elephant and buffalo and lion on the floodplain. And then obviously the actual lake itself is really quite a unique experience.
After 2 really special nights camping in the Gonarezhou area of Matusadona, we packed up, put everything away, and got ready for some off-roading. This was the first time, like, the off-roading gadgets could come out proper. Everyone was excited.
So we're on the escarpment road from Sanyati West to Tashinga. We've come across a little bit of a washaway.
Z chance.
Now there's no through road. We're just trying to find where the road is going, but we think we will find it, sure.
Ready? Stop. Hold on. Hold on. You good? Ready? Hold on. Good. Keep coming. Hold on.
How was that, Joe?
Ah, no sweat. Nice and easy peasy.
Ibis, geese, spoonbill.
Lake Kariba is a man-made lake. So when the dam was first built and the water levels started to rise, the newly established game department of what was then Rhodesia recognized that they needed to launch a rescue mission to save the animals that were stuck in the Zambezi Valley. And they ended up saving over 5,000 animals that they moved to dry land. So a lot of the credit and the architect of this operation, which was called Operation Noah, was run by a gentleman called Rupert Fothergill. So there's a plaque that's been put up in Matusadona National Park, and it's just in honor of his memory and the incredible job that he did in rescuing these animals. So our mission was to now go and find this plaque, that we had some very vague and sketchy details about where it was located.
We had permission from the park, and all importantly, we had our professional guide with us.
So we're going to walk up this ridge here, and then you'll see there's a little rocky outcrop, and that's where we're going to have a look, and that's where we're assuming it is at the moment.
So you don't know exactly where it is?
We do. It's up there.
Nice. It's going to be a bit of a treasure hunt. Hopefully we find it.
Oh, we will find it. We're going to find it.
Good.
Definitely. So, if you look up the side of the hill from Sanyati West, there's a huge scar down the hillside from a rock slide. Okay?
Yeah.
At the top of the scar is a huge rock face. Under a small ledge at the top of the rock face, at about 1 or 2 o'clock from the top of the rock face is the plaque.
Okay.
How exciting does that sound?
Yeah.
Should we go and find it?
Got my Vipers on. Got my binos on, got my boots on. It's on. It was a long, slow, hot climb. It was a little slippery in places, a little tricky in most. Buck was leading the pack and went off in the direction that he thought it would be, while the rest of us slowly climbed up where we thought the plaque would be.
Found it. Now, the real mystery is who put it here. Sean, how is that?
Amazing. Awesome. Yeah, it's just incredible to be up here and find it, eh? What a privilege. Nice climb.
How was that, Joe?
Yeah, it was pretty good. A little bit of blood. Nothing too major.
Oh.
And now I'm trying to fit through. Nothing like making an entrance. Mission was accomplished, but we were still in Matusadona and we still needed somewhere to sleep. So we had to do some more 4x4ing. Even with all the maps, GPSs, gadgets galore, we got lost finding our final night's campsite. It was supposed to be on the lake shore, by the southern boundary, somewhere near our exit direction. We couldn't find it. But what we did find was rather special. I'm not entirely sure where we are, but it's beautiful. After an epic couple of days in this very special national park, sadly it was time to head out and pack up and go to the next destination. We're on our way out of Matusadona. Can't wait to come back and explore more. So watch this space. Matusadona, Buck and I will definitely be back.
Next time on Expedition Almost Zimbabwe.
Chizarira is awesome.
On its own, crashed into the hollow.
Then I heard Buck say beep, beep, beep. Just another day on the road and the Mopani flies are out.
Maybe porcupine, honey badger, you never know.
There's a very curious and rather large crocodile that keeps popping up and shaking his head at us.